Hello, my name is Jeremiah, and welcome to my video about AI microchips. What exactly is an AI microchip, you might ask? Well, let's talk about it. According to ASML.com, there are two main types of microchips we use today, which are logic and memory chips, as you might know. Logic chips are basically what thinks and is known usually as the CPU. Memory, as you might guess, are chips like RAM, for example. So what exactly is the AI microchip, and how does it fit into these types? Well, let's start with a close relative to an AI microchip, the GPU. GPUs have fast processing speeds and are about 4 or 5 times faster than a CPU, according to BUBER and DIRI in their article. This is why crypto miners grab as many as they can, but I digress. AI microchips are also known as AIPU, the short for AI processing units, according to my research, have a leg up on GPUs because of the way they can handle neural networks and convolution. GPUs process 2D and even 3D functions and matrices. However, when it comes to a neural network and convolution, there are numerous matrices and vectors that have to be processed, which is where the AIPU will excel, according to Liu in his article. For AI chips, GPUs are instead used for training AI algorithms, according to another article by Khan. Next, the anatomy of the chip shown by macropolo.org is broken into 4 pieces: the memory, GPU, neural processing unit, NPU for short, and NCPU. This is a basic structure many companies developing AIPUs use, which is called the system on chip, and short for SOC. Today, artificial intelligence has been researched and developed to the examples many other presenters have mentioned. This such as self-driving cars, and Roombas. Because it's becoming more difficult to pack transistors into computer chips, it will be more cost-effective to use the AI research that has been accumulated and developed over time for more efficient chips. A big factor of processing power with AIPUs is their ability to make calculations in parallel compared to a CPU calculating sequentially. CPUs use threading, which attempts to process multiple processes, but this is still sequential. With parallel calculations, less transistors are needed to think, which allows faster memory access, also according to Khan in their article, and this is what the AIPUs use. The TLDRs that AIPUs and their development will help in the amount of processing power the world would have access to. Moore's law is dwindling due to smaller transistors becoming more difficult and costly to produce, but this doesn't mean that the progress can stop. Are there any ethical drawbacks to AI microchips? Well, Khan also mentions that leading-edge AI chips are concentrated in the US and some of its allies nations. Will this stop the progress as other nations don't have access to it? Or will it spur development in other nations, kind of like an arms race? On another note, Khan says that the US government is considering controlling its information of AI, which ties into the arms race. Overall, time will tell. And as the future is on the horizon and microchips are being developed with different purposes, science fiction could possibly turn into reality. I've made a presentation about artificial intelligence, and I also did a lightning talk about computer-brain interface chips, which Elon Musk and many other companies are developing. The processing power of one's brain if an AIPU fused with a brain interface chip would be immense. One game comes to mind with this thought: Cyberpunk 2077, where most of the people in Night City, the city in the game, have computer chips in their brain. The processing power of these chips are also shown in the gameplay, where V, the main character, slows down time when they hack somebody, which is because the speed of their processing power is immense. This makes it look like it's actually slow, but in reality it is going about the same speed in real life. As artificial intelligence and its research continues, I am excited to see sci-fi become reality. This concludes my video, and I will leave the links to my sources in the description. Thank you for watching. And if there are any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. Maybe somebody can start a discussion and we can get some more knowledge flowing throughout the world.